As we last left off, we had just defeated Wallachia City of Evil. And now we're going to head to the Clocktower of Untimely Death after a little bit of editing to get to where we need to be. With that, we're kind of where we need to be, so let's just dive right into this. Hopefully no lag gets in the way. I won't be talking about the stage that much because we already did that. I'll be speedrunning things where I can. It's a good thing that item didn't get me. Speedrunning up the stairs or jumping. You can't jump for that one, but you can jump for that one right there. Jump over here. Double shot of the holy water. That was a little bit close. We want to wait for the skeleton. If you have perfect timing, it is possible to speedrun that section with the whip, but I just wouldn't chance it because the skeleton gets really close to you and he will most likely hit you there. Same idea, wait a fraction of a second before getting onto the clock platform. The first bone scimitar in the game is right here. There's nothing to worry about on this stage. The main thing to worry about is the Medusa heads. This game kind of makes me wish there were like this modifier, like with Rockman Claw, where you could edit the wave patterns of the Medusa heads so they just go in a straight line right at you. It would make dealing with them a lot easier, but in Rockman Claw, the pangs and the killer bullets that they added, they came a lot faster. And of course the killer bullets, they explode when you hit them. So that makes it a little bit nerve-wracking, but nothing too bad. The Medusa head, they stay at your level, but it's kind of hard to identify what level they're doing since they just move in a wave path. I mean, bats do the same thing, but they're even closer to the center line. So the first room is out of the way. Now this jump right here with the two blocks up there, it looks like there is something you can do about it, but you really can't. I've tried. You can't do anything about it. And time for more Medusavania. I should have mentioned that earlier, but I forgot to. And more VRC6 lag. Quick maneuvering through the stairs. Ugh. Now the return trip with Trevor, that will be a little tricky too, but it isn't anywhere as bad as I thought it would be. I've had some practice with this game. One last bone scimitar in our way between us and Grant, because that's who we're fighting, but we're not actually taking him in this Minimalist run. Let's hope we don't have any lag this time. He isn't too bad. He takes 10 hits to kill, though. Just keep your cool, keep your distance, and take your time. And just hope he doesn't bash right into you. And do not get into that nook there. You will most likely get cornered by him. Just let him climb down there, do his thing, or just let him do whatever the hell he wants. If you whip him up there, then he'll just fall right off, but it's just something I wouldn't recommend doing. Alright. So, switch to state 2, save there. And now we get Grant, but yada yada yada. We're not taking him with us. My name is Grant, I dreamed I was turned to a ghost, please take me with you, my family was killed by Dracula, yada yada yada. I am leaving him behind, because this is a Minimalist run. So that's part 1 out of the way. Now it's time for part 2, and this is going to be a little bit harder because we only have Trevor with us this time. The main thing you want to do is lure the bone scimitar backwards so he has less a chance of hitting you. Then just come right down the stairs, come back to Medusavania. This place isn't quite as hard as I was expecting it to be. I've done some practicing with it, and that was not exactly how I planned it to be, but whatever, I'll take whatever they have to offer. Let's hope this Medusa head right here doesn't hit me. Good. Go right down here, some quick maneuvering and jumping. Not too bad. No getting the one up unless you're using Grant. Get rid of the Medusa head that's coming right in our face. Drop down here. Avoid the Medusa head that was getting really close to hitting me. That was another one. The hitboxes with the spikes are fairly lenient. Looks like your head's just barely hitting it, but it doesn't actually register it as it killing you. 333. Love it as our time limit. It's a good thing it wasn't double that, otherwise this would be really bad. It's like Castlevania 1 Stage 6 all over again. Now, here we actually will have to use our stairs. The stairs we have, because we have to fight a Spear Knight. That's in a bit of a close place. And this is what I would consider to be the hardest room. Just falling down safely. Because you have to avoid all the spikes and everything. And you have to do a bit of careful jumping. But not too bad, we're through. Not too many outtakes here. Doesn't mean the score will go up any higher, though. But enjoy them while they're here. And a close quarters skeleton. And I got an item anyway. Just keep your distance. How many hits do you have left? 2. Wow. Thankfully this isn't Castlevania 3, so no Medusa heads we have to deal with. Oh god. Never mind. So for these difficulty analyses, there won't be much extra to say since I've already given a flat-out difficulty analysis in my perfect runs, so I'm just going to note all the changes that were made using different characters. So first we'll bring up the Grant rating when I did the perfect run. I gave him a 2 out of 10. That 1 point difficulty just goes to that sheer number of Medusa heads just going all over the place. And with Trevor, I give him a 3. The 3 clearly goes to the descent leaving the tower. I mean, dealing with all those Medusa heads and all the stairs, and with no mid-air control, that could be a little tricky, but it definitely isn't the worst thing. The worst thing will be coming much, much later on. And it is not the cliffside entrance, it'll be somewhere else that I will be worrying the most. So yeah, that's why I give this place a 3. Nothing much else. So next up we'll be going to the Mad Forest. This is the Fred's 32 signing out, and have a great night.